Before we talk about your home, I want to talk about you. Two questions drive every listing strategy we build. Why are you moving and where are you going? They sound straightforward. The answers are anything but. Together, they shape every decision we make, from the first conversation to the closing table. Let's start with the why. Price is almost always the primary goal, but it is rarely the only one, and sometimes it is not even the most urgent one. Consider a few scenarios. If you are relocating for work and need to be under agreement within 60 days, that changes how we sequence everything, from preparation to pricing to when we go live. We may recommend going to market sooner with less pre-listing work, because speed matters more than squeezing out the last dollar. Compare that to a seller who is building a new construction home with a projected delivery 10 months out. That seller has time. We can invest in preparation, hit the market at its peak, and hold for the strongest offer. Or consider someone navigating a major life change. The emotional timeline may not match the financial one. Our job is to understand both and to make sure neither one gets ignored. Market conditions factor in as well. If inventory is low and demand is high, the window to act may be narrow. If conditions shift while you are preparing, the strategy adjusts. There is no single right answer. The right listing strategy is the one built around your specific situation. Now the where. Sometimes that answer is already decided. You have a destination. You know when you need to get there. In those cases, we work backward from your timeline and build accordingly. Other times, the next chapter has not fully taken shape yet. That is completely normal. Our team is fully equipped to help you think through every option, whether that means a temporary rental, a longer-term lease, purchasing your next home, or relocating outside of the area entirely. Here is where a lot of sellers leave money on the table, or worse, put themselves in a difficult position. In a market like ours, inventory stays low and buyer demand stays high. That dynamic creates a real opportunity for sellers who are also buyers. If you can secure your next home first, get through the purchase and sale agreement, and then list your current home, you have dramatically reduced your risk on both sides of the transaction. Once that purchase and sale agreement is signed on your next home, listing your current home means you are selling into a strong market with a clear destination already locked in. That is a very different position than listing first and hoping the timing works out. The most common question at this point is how to fund the next purchase before the current home sells. This is where your existing equity becomes a real tool. If you have been in your home for several years, there is a good chance you have built meaningful equity, especially in a market that has appreciated the way ours has. Two lending products worth understanding are a home equity line of credit, commonly known as a HELOC lock, and a second mortgage. A HELOC lock works similarly to a credit card. Your lender extends a line of credit based on the equity in your current home, and you draw from it as needed. It gives you flexibility to use those funds toward a down payment on your next purchase without waiting for your current home to sell. A second mortgage works differently. Rather than a revolving line, it provides a lump sum drawn against your equity, typically at a fixed rate. It is a more structured approach and can be the right fit depending on how much you need and how quickly you need access to it. Both options have costs, qualification requirements, and risks that your lender is best positioned to walk you through. What matters for our conversation is that the equity you have built does not have to sit idle while you wait. In the right circumstances, it becomes the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. We have walked clients through this exact sequence. By tapping into existing equity and securing the purchase first, they removed the pressure of having to sell quickly or accept terms they were not comfortable with. When we listed their current home, we priced it strategically, created real competition, and it sold well. The sequence mattered. Moving out before we list is always the preferred scenario from a marketing standpoint. A vacant home is easier to show, easier to stage, and allows buyers to move through the space without added complexity. It is not always realistic, and we work with whatever situation you are in. What matters most is that we have this conversation before anything else. The more we understand your motivation and your destination, the better we can protect your interests throughout the entire process. So tell your team member what is driving this decision from day one. Everything we build together starts there.